Good morning students, welcome to the class of with me Anisha on the topic of congruency of triangles. Many students face difficulty in this topic, so I decided to discuss this topic in today's class. So congruency of triangles, what is the meaning of congruency? Congruency meaning that if one figure gets overlapped with another figure, that is congruency, means exactly same. Exactly same means Xerox copy of each other. That means exactly identical, same shape, same size. That is the meaning of congruency. So in this case we'll discuss about the congruency of triangles. Means what are the 5 criteria on which the two triangles are congruent to one another. Okay, because every time it is not possible for us to cut the triangle and then we see by overlapping each other that yes, they are congruent to each other. So in that case there are certain criteria in mathematics by which you can decide that whether they are congruent or not. So the 5 criteria for congruency of triangle is: first one is SSS, second one is SAS, third one is ASA, fourth one is AAS, and the last one, fifth one is RHS. Very simple to remember that S will stand for side and A will stand for angle. Okay, so it means side, side, side. Here SAS is there, so side, angle, side. Here you have to take angle, side, angle. Here also angle, angle, side. And RHS means R for right, H for hypotenuse, and again S for side here. So everywhere you can see that S is stand for side, A will stand for angle. So these 4 criteria will get understood by these two only, and the last one is RHS. Again S will side here, R and H means R for right, right means right angle, and H will stand for hypotenuse, and S again means side. We'll discuss it one by one in a very simplified manner so that you can understand it very easily. Okay, so first one was SSS criteria. Again, we have to decide whether the two triangles are congruent or not. How can we decide it? Okay, by seeing the figure, by seeing the measurement. So we have to take here the side only. Okay, because SSS is there, so we have to take the measurements of side. Okay, for example, this is 2 centimeter length, this is 3 centimeter, this is for example this cannot be 6. For example, this is 4 centimeter. Okay, here it is 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter. Okay, so how can we come to the conclusion that the two triangles are congruent using SSS criteria? So you can see here that this side 2 centimeter length, and in this triangle also 2 centimeter length is there, so both sides are equal to one another. Okay, now again this is 4 centimeter length, this side is 4 centimeter length, this is also 4 centimeter length, so both the triangles are congruent, both the sides are equal to one another. And the third one is 3 centimeter length, this is also 3 centimeter length. Okay, so both, all the 3 sides of one triangle are equal to all the 3 sides of another triangle. One more thing, there is misconception about the equality of sides also. I have seen some students that their concept is like, if this side, left hand side of a triangle, it should be equal to this side only. Okay, so that is completely a misconception. This side should be equal to this side should be equal to only this side, and this side should be equal to this side, because they are forming the base of the triangle. No, this is clearly a wrong concept. Okay, this can be equal. Always in this manner only we can't say that the two triangles should be equal. Any of the two corresponding sides. What is the meaning of corresponding? Corresponding means that if this side, for example, if I am naming like this, this is triangle ABC, this is triangle PQR. Okay, so if AB is 2 centimeter, PR is 2 centimeter, this means that AB corresponds to PR because both lengths are equal. So they are equal to one another. Fine. Here BC length is 4 centimeter, PQ length is 4 centimeter. What does it mean? It means that BC corresponds to PQ. Similarly, AC length is 3 centimeter, QR length is 3 centimeter. It means AC corresponds to QR. So yes, in this manner also the two triangles can be congruent to one another by SSS criteria, because all the three sides of one triangle is equal to all the three sides of another triangle. Okay, so it can possible that, let us suppose that this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and the third one, this side, is equal to this side. So in this case also both the triangles are congruent to one another by SSS because the lengths are equal to one another. Okay, this can be equal also, this can be congruent also, but all the time only in this manner the triangles cannot be congruent. I hope you are getting my point. I'm not saying that this is wrong, that whenever these conditions should be followed, that then the two triangles should not be congruent. Yes, if this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and the last one is equal to the last one, then also both the triangles are congruent. But this is not the only way to judge the two triangles congruency on SSS criteria. I hope you are getting my point. Now I will come to the next topic of SAS. Okay, in SAS criteria also, if we consider any two triangle, okay, so if we are taking any two triangle, and what does it mean? Again, side, angle, side. So the angle, you can see here that angle is lying in between the two sides. So same should be applied on the figure also. If this side, okay, is equal to any one of the other side, okay, if this is triangle ABC and this is triangle PQ and R, so AB length is equal to PR length. Both length, for example, I am taking both length are 3 centimeter. Okay, and now let us take another side, BC. BC length is equal to PQ length. Okay, let us suppose this is 4 centimeter, this is also 4 centimeter. Now we have to look very carefully, students, very carefully. Okay, so angle should lie in between these two sides. So which angle we should consider here? Yes, correct. We have to take angle B, because angle B is the only angle which is lying in between these two equal sides. Okay, here also these two sides are equal to one another. So the angle in between these two sides is this. Okay, so this angle should be equal to this angle. Only in that case both the triangles will be congruent to one another. Okay, let's understand it with another figure also, the same criteria. For example, if this side length is equal to this side, fine, and this side length, okay, it is coming to be the same color, let's choose another one. If this side length is equal to this side, okay, so which angle now we have to consider? Yes, correct, this angle, because this is the included angle in between these two line segments. Okay, so in this case both the triangles are congruent by SAS criteria. Now moving ahead to next topic, that is AAS, angle, angle, side. Okay, I think the third one we have not discussed, that was ASA. So first of all I'd like to explain that only. Okay, so ASA, because it is very similar to side angle side. So I like to discuss it first. Okay, in this case also you can see that side is lying in between these two angles. Okay, so if we consider any two triangles, let us suppose this is triangle ABC and this one is PQR. Fine. So if two angles are equal, two angles are equal means what? If angle A is equal to any angle, angle R, fine, and if angle B is equal to angle P. Okay, now think a minute that which side should be equal to one another? Yes, correct. AB side. AB side should be equal to PR. Why we have chosen these two sides only? Because the two angles are coming on this side only, on this line segment. Okay, so the side should be included on the angles. The two angles which we are choosing, the side should be that only on which the two angles are existing. So here the side is AB. Similarly in this triangle also the two angles are equal, so the side on which the two angles are existing is this PR. So both the triangles are congruent to one another by ASA congruency. Okay, so the side should be included between two angles. That means we have to choose very carefully that the side on which the two angles are existing, that side should be equal to one another. Now moving ahead to the next topic, that is angle side angle. Which angle side angle we have already discussed. Now coming to angle side. Okay, now we are taking just two triangles. Let us suppose this is triangle ABC and this one is triangle PQR. Now angle side means what? For example, this angle A is equal to angle P. Both angle measurement is same. This is 30 degree. This is also 30 degree. Fine. Now, if we are taking angle B is equal to angle R. If this is 40 degree, this is also 40 degree. Okay, so two angles are equal to one another. First A, second A gets completed. Now side. Sides should not be included between these two angles. Okay, the side is after these two angles. What does it mean? It means that either BC should be equal to QR or AC should be equal to PQ. Okay, why we are taking BC should be equal to QR only, not PQ? Because BC is the side opposite to angle 30 degree. Okay, so this side will correspond to the side which is opposite to 30 degree here also. So BC should be equal to QR. And if BC is not equal to QR, then we have to check that whether AC, that means angle opposite to 40 degree, is corresponding to PQ here. So we can see that if this is 5 centimeter length, this is also 5 centimeter length. So yes, by AAS congruency, both the triangles are congruent to one another. I hope you must be understanding my point. But if you find difficulty in understanding it, then please write down in the text box. I like to share my views and opinions on this. Okay, now let us remove it for explaining the last criteria. Just a minute. Now the last criteria is right hypotenuse and side. This is applicable only in the case where two right angles are there. Okay, this is not a straight line. wherever two right angles are there, then only we have to consider this RHS criteria. Okay, we are discussing the last one, right hypotenuse and side. Okay, so both are 90-degree angle. Now what is hypotenuse? The side opposite to 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. So if this hypotenuse length is equal, okay, first of all name the triangle. This is triangle ABC, this is triangle PQR, let us suppose, and both angles are 90-degree. Okay, so yes, they are right angle triangle, and then side opposite to 90-degree is the hypotenuse. This H stands for that. So yes, this AC length is equal to PR, both are 7 centimeter. Now the last one, what we have to check about the side. Okay, side, how can we check that? Yes, AB can be equal to QR or PQ also. BC can be equal to PQ or QR. Any one of the two sides can be equal to one another. Okay, both are equally correct. Okay, either AB can be equal to PQ. If they are equal, then yes, they are congruent to one another by RHS congruency. Or BC, if BC is equal to QR, then also they are congruent by RHS congruency. Or if perpendicular is equal to QR, base is equal to perpendicular, in that case also they are equal by RHS congruency. Okay, the main thing you have to check that whether the two triangles are right angled or not. Second one, hypotenuse length is equal or not. And then finally you have to check the length of it. For example, this is 5 centimeter, this is 5 centimeter. So yes, the last side, one side is also equal. Out of these two legs of right angle triangle, one is equal to another. So yes, they are congruent to one another by RHS congruency. I hope you must be getting my point, and if you find any kind of difficulty in understanding these concepts, then please write down in the comment box. And if you really like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Keep watching.